August 3rd, 10:30 a.m. sharp, Wolf Creek Library. First, let me give a salute, shout out to our caterer now for the second Operation Break Bread, Chef Lars Fish and Grill. Also, a special shout out to all the panelists that have signed on to be a part, and to those of you that have already signed up or committed to coming out at 10:30 Saturday morning, August 3rd. Save ourselves, Operation Break Bread, from slavery to Jim Crow, reparations for slavery. Listen, this is a quick note because we've got some things working with it being live streamed, with the radio station broadcasting live, and even something special that we'll share with those that are in attendance. But I need you guys to drop whatever comments, questions, concerns that you might have as it relates to this upcoming event. I'm going to pull some of the repetitive questions and even some that are interesting from this post, and I'll share them with the panelists at a certain portion on August 3rd. Hey, listen, reparations for slavery is not some kind of mystical creature or mythical creature, I might say. It's not a unicorn. It is obtainable, very obtainable. We're talking about 15 or so, 10 or so years. I mean, this is just my personal opinion based upon some of the traction that has come way before I was even born, along with the current status. There's a reason why city, county, and state are represented. I purposely did that because there's going to be a charge that I personally plan on putting forth to legislators that not only look like us, but those that also have our same ideology. As we pull from the top up at this country owes, there is a unpaid invoice for services rendered, along with the stealing and sabotaging and of those of our ancestors, like with Black Wall Street and the Jim Crow post-slavery era days. We're also going to be pushing from the bottom up. What forms of legislation on a city level, on a county level, on a state level can be implemented under the umbrella of reparations for slavery? For instance, one of the biggest questions is, well, who is eligible to be a recipient? Great question. You can't pay out reparations for slavery without that. Well, why not one of the first steps, and thankful to Brother Williams III, years ago we've discussed this, why not one of the first steps be a city, county, state-funded initiative partnering with possibly the local HBCUs to determine the lineage of the only group of people that are totally disconnected from our lineage, from our heritage, from our natural culture. I know they're going to be folks like, wait a minute, you got to submit your DNA. Well, listen, this is a very tangible fight. And we're coming up with some realistic, tangible methods. Not just to mention those of us that have no clue as to our true history. When those dots are connected in this global era, what that would mean for personal relationships, business relationships, separate from retribution in the form of reparations. Please let's not forget that, you know, reparations has been paid out to a plethora of people before, so why not us? But the relationships that we would develop. So, drop your questions, concerns, especially if you disagree with it. We welcome that. We encourage you, before you come on the 3rd, get familiar with the agrarian reform, which is the redistribution of land. You can't talk land, you can't talk reparations without land and cultivation, excuse me. Freedmen's Bureau Act, Special Orders number 15. These are things you need to prep yourself with before coming on August 3rd. We will have a non-thin-skinned, unapologetically honest discussion that will lead to action. And again, my personal charge is to the legislators on your city, county, and state levels. As we have the groundswell of advocates and legislators and attorneys working together all across this nation to further unionize the reparations for slavery push and ultimately the victory this country owes. Make no mistake about it. We're not asking. This is a political priority that any political party will have to deal with, even those that like to dismiss it. To those that state that it is this mythical creature, well, I remember at one point in time it was said that never in our lifetime, including mine, will we have an African-American president, an African president at that. Now, I'm not equating the success of former President Barack Obama to reparations for slavery. Hell, many of us feel like he could have done more. We understand why he did not. But shame on us. Shame on those of us that were in awe, acting as political groupies, instead of applying political pressure that would have ultimately resulted in political cover. Shame on us that were more focused on VIP events than pen to paper policy. Never again. So we've always overcome hurdles. We've always had obstacles that we've either gone around or smashed straight through. That will be the case with reparations for slavery. August 3rd, Saturday morning, 10:30 sharp. You be there, have your people there. Continue to each one, reach one, teach one. Peace out.